Go what with Monty? You want me to stream Jinxie streaming it? Nah, we stream Jinxie streaming it. Oh, what's the name of this thing? What's the name of it? I don't know how to get to it. Well, just tell me what I'm looking for so I can get to... What is this?
There's no point standing around. We'll only be showered by more boulders. Ready your horses on the
which one of these? A or B?
Be honest. Are all of us riding to our deaths?
Yes, we are.
And since we're dying anyway, you're saying that it's better if we at least die fighting?
I am.
But wait, if we'll die anyway, then who
Alright,
cares what we do?
Alex.
We could just disobey
You pick
your
heads or
orders,
tails,
and
and we'll flip a coin.
would it?
Well, sweet.
Alex.
Why not? And if the overextension comes in from Lender, he might get a chance. Can he hit his shots? Yes! Lands the first.
Yeah, but my stream's all... Oh, okay, it's
Don't
catching
give
up.
him 1v1.
It's looking a little better.
Give dive, C4 goes in! Do at this point. He can converge on his position. He's got to be ready for this. The ace has got a whip. He He's sitting under the windows as well as this angle below gym wall. Newer's now the last
What's the
man
difference
standing.
between
He's
A
going
and
for
B?
four as well as the ace.
Two people have to come here and nothing to respond from Fatal. But can they get the case back down? Gomez taking a fight. He can hide. The case going back down. No.
Well, welcome back into what was a little bit of a surprise factor. I know we sort of talked about it, and you said big comebacks are cool, sort of memories of the previous
And he
game.
hit him
when
with
I
the
wanna trade
reload.
rounds. Well, these two teams disagreed. FaZe screamed into the lead in the opening half.
Seen that before?
5-2. And then what happened next?
And then Furia just brought it all the way back. I mean, it's like, come on, scriptwriter, finding some new material.
You're lazy, John.
You're
Ubisoft.
lazy.
Yeah,
What was he doing?
It was ultimately Furious Clubhouse. It almost went into OT. There was clutches from either side, big plays from either side. And I feel like we're just getting
dude in the back
started.
just shit
now,
his pants.
Technically, this game is only the battle for first place. It's the bye. It gets you in a good position. But at the same time, you're up against each other. You're up against the team that either took your dreams away from you.
What do you mean you can't
Honestly,
hear my
FaZe might
mic?
just
Is
be
it
like,
too
you know what,
quiet?
we don't care about first. We want to go to bed.
Is that you if you're a FaZe player?
No, I would want to win. I would actually want to win so badly. I would want to stomp these guys because of what they did at 6 Invitational 24. But, you know, credit to
I mean, I
Furia,
can't
because
crank it
honestly,
up
the first
anymore.
half,
This is
like,
high
some
as
of those
it'll go.
attacking rounds weren't particularly amazing.
No.
15 and 6 in the end from JB92. KZ pops off 13 and 8. And you can just see the discrepancies. To be fair, I mean, Handy had a really, really hot 2 rounds, and then 3
Yeah, I
kills
really
for the
didn't
rest
think that
of
would
the
pause
map,
the
which
video
is
if I
obviously
did
not
that.
ideal, but I think for FaZe, Skyscraper should be a map where they're going to be very, very strong. This is a map I think that they're going to be able to win.
Oh, okay.
I've got Bank locked in. Take it
What
to the bank.
if I just turn that down from here?
I mean,
Is that
It
better?
would be fitting for the
would
day
be
of
fitting.
2 1s on the stream.
One more 2-1.
Why not one more? You know what? Why not?
A 9-map day. There hasn't been one yet.
No, I do genuinely think FaZe have got a very strong understanding of Skyscraper and the way that it needs to be played. If you think actually back to, I keep repeating SI24 because obviously this is a matchup that they played, historical, but Skyscraper was one of those maps. It was a map in which actually FaZe brought back. You know, we kind of talk about Fury's ability to get back into games, but they were down 5.
Potato wedges.
Scars is one that I think back to as well. Started at
Oh god, I went way back. I went all the way back to the beginning of that or something.
Defense usually is tough, and that could be enough to break Furia. Furia just needs
Y'all
to
sure
try
you
and
wanna
initiate
watch
the
me
first
doing
round.
this?
That will set them up. So first half's going to be so important coming into the second map. Again, a reminder for those watching, the winner of the series, it doesn't matter if it's a 2-1 or 2-0 or for whoever.
Like, I actually don't even know what's going on half the
But
time.
There is a lot riding still on this particular match. You do want to finish first. There is a big benefit. We've mentioned it many times. This is not an elimination game, sure, but it's still a big game for these two teams.
Skyscraper?
And there's
Who
always
would
the
pick
aspect of,
Skyscraper?
You know, you want to beat your rivals.
You couldn't get a bigger rival story than the people that were in the final with you last time at this very event, the most treasured trophy, the most sort of prestigious event the game has to offer, which you dedicate your life to.
And I wouldn't be surprised if these two teams meet again. I'm not saying that it would be the final by any means, but you know, there's a decent likelihood that they could certainly match up at some point. The lower bracket run, for example, maybe even in the upper bracket. So you want to get, you know, you want to have the wood over them. You want to be able to play well against them. And clearly, these are two teams. Now, historically, FaZe is better in like Brazil League. They will always beat Furia, and when they used to be W7M in Brazil League. And I can't remember if it was maybe Nade who had an interview, and he's like, yeah, I can't recall it is. I shouldn't name Nade, but someone on the side of Furia was like, yeah, they always beat us locally, but we always beat them internationally. Well, here's another opportunity for Furia to beat FaZe internationally.
I mean, I know what you'd prefer, really, and it's that sort of split. Like, is that opportunity, Furia, get themselves obviously off to a decent start. And I said it at the start of this. Yes, sure, they lost their opening. But since
I don't know. I just never really liked playing on Skyscraper.
They've just cleared their way through every single map. They had, I believe, the only 7-0 across any setup of teams throughout groups as well. And
I just realized, by the way, it was like a videographer. They must have got the late shift. Poor guy.
just like us.
You got the schedule for the day, and it's like, oh, you're doing this game.
I said 9 map, but that was what it was before this. Obviously, it's always at least 11, but will we get full 12?
Actually, it's the team videographer.
Well, good for them and their groups.
Still the same, you know? You have to wait all
I still don't like Skyscraper.
Taking a while to actually talk things over. We're not too far away from the Skyscraper. All the players are in the lobby, but we are kind of waiting for FaZe to finish their little prep talk.
Yeah, at this point, obviously, it's down to the rest to sort of get things going.
Yeah, come on, crack the whip. Get him in.
Get things
late.
moving.
There we go. Yeah, on the chairs now.
Off to a start, off to the end, potentially. Obviously, as he said, it's maybe bank after this, depending how it goes. You can see there was a bit of frustration.
You know, if you two were to just figure out how to get in Discord, we could all talk live.
Goes, I think. Losing the Fury is frustrating, to put it lightly.
Well, I think that the frustration would come from leading and playing well and arguably being the better team for a large portion of that map, and then it all just falls away. A lot of it coming down to moments. You know, you think about after... So this is the thing. You think back to like the KDS Bolt 3K, total control. They go 4-2 up. That brawl.
I definitely could have got a quick match in while we was waiting on this. That guy's playing with himself.
They go 5-2 up. Everything up to that point, up until the 7th round.
Like he's throwing his hands in his pockets, being like nobody will notice, but everybody notices.
Naturally playing a better game. So then you think, okay, what's happened after that is Furia decided to then play a little bit more compact, a little bit more default, but also more safer, and that started to win them a couple of rounds. Then there's the little micro moments. Then you recall in basement, Handy has the opportunity to get a free kill on Philippox. That then fails. Philippox then has control of Lounge, so that's a tiny little moment. Nade, 1v2 clutch. Down below, JB92, 1v2 clutch in gym. So it's like 3 rounds in a row essentially come down to these...
You know, I'm just not noticing looking at all them. They tilt their keyboards the opposite way that I tilt mine.
It really was just that close. FaZe could have easily taken that map, and that
like every one of them.
Now, unfortunately, it seems as if we very much like to extend this particular day. It's been a very long day, and
they indeed put him on 4K.
Like we've just got them back into the lobby, so I don't think we are too far away from Skyscraper beginning.
I'd hope not, and I'm sure the players are in the same boat. Obviously, everyone for being with us throughout. What is, you know, you forget how much.
Don't forget, there's no siege tomorrow.
No siege tomorrow.
There's no siege tomorrow, so enjoy it while you can.
Maybe I am.
Although we could
maybe I need to start tilting my keyboard the other way.
That's where we might extend.
Make it more ergonomic.
We'll see.
Can we get another day rate then?
What do you think they got in that teapot?
All right, let's get underway. Skyscraper coming up. Second map, Furia with the social predictions, and they've also got the lead heading into Skyscraper, defending first up too. So an opportunity for them to start well defensively on Skyscraper, build a little bit of a lead, put the doubt into the minds of FaZe Clan as we head into the ban phase.
Monty, the first removal, the Man Mountain has not had a run out at this tournament as much as maybe before, but
I doubt it. I mean, look.
He's a very good shield, especially in the hands of FaZe, who utilize him pretty consistently.
Oh, Tuberel.
Okay, that's a little
bit
still
down.
Less of a direct thing, but it's almost one of my favorite things about when teams who know each other very well ban against each other, is they will play specifics. And Tuberel has been banned in at least one of the games I remember seeing it, but it's so far from common in comparison to the sort of...
Why y'all still talking in group text? I'm on YouTube.
Well, the Fenrir ban makes a lot of sense. A lot of chokeholds on Skyscraper, so the F0 mines can have a really large influence. Same can then also be said for the Montang. You know, you think about when you're attacking on Skyscraper, being able to push through these chokeholds. Think about Black Stairs and the control that you can get with that Montang. So those two...
I wasn't complaining about banning Monty.
Everyone knows how strong those Candelas are, especially for entries and getting in towards the side. But yeah, the Tuberel does perplex me a little bit. I mean, it can be very useful on like Office and Exhibition, but I don't know how useful it really could or should be elsewhere. I think there's better bans.
Let's see, which one's Vidiking?
Target ban towards Furia explicitly.
Dokkaebi?
They understand something that I'm not as privy to.
All right, well, tell you what, every time Vidiking dies, I'm taking a hit.
You know, I'm sure Jesse would have the answer.
Jesse has a lot of answers and a lot of numbers.
Maybe we could call him in.
Like, what if we just call him? Like, physically
just call him on the phone.
Oh wait, he's changing the striker.
Jesse, please help. We go again. Now, Skyscraper, as we pointed out before, seems to be a place that only we are privy to, as I mean, I don't know if it was played in...
Maybe taking a hit every time would be a bad idea. I'm already trying to, like... I'm tempted to move my mouse just to only spectate Vidiking.
The potential jump out here gives them at least the trade safety. It is rarely seen, but it is seen. You may as well have the Claymores in preparation for
But who's Nade? Why do I gotta do it for 2 people? That's unfair.
Karaoke window with a little bit more joy. Seems like they're going to formulate themselves. Really standard setup and take here. Get rid of the castles. Get that blitz potentially angled up the bottom of Black Stairs. Maybe scream your way around towards the top. And you can see that Handy is doing exactly that. Draw the attention. Open up the door here. And
play the side like now? It'll pause the video.
That potential angles above watching onto him. It's a very easy pickup if he's not paying attention, but they need to force this player, Nade, who will start getting those smoke canisters dropped behind him, and then he can focus his gun to the front. There goes the castle. And there goes the drones. He knows he's a target.
Yeah, I mean, Nade is playing one of the more difficult
That's not fair.
You've got pressure on the balcony in front of you, but then also
there's a potential that's like 2 hits every round.
Some help down below, but you just don't have enough defenders to be able to cover the bottom of Black Stairs, so you have to be very much ready for both sides.
How about every time Nade dies, you have a hit, Alex?
And Nade actually does find the kill onto his brother. Blitz says opted to try and go up the stairs, hasn't worked. Maybe he's fallen too, but it does mean Nade is still holding the position. GasMask can help him delay, turn his back. Of course, he can now watch the push while the smoke is up, stopping the balcony push.
I'll try to look for him.
So I wonder if there's a world in which Fury trying to get some bodies here.
Alright, so I got Nade.
Because you don't want to lose.
Kind of looks like pointy nose Jeremy.
And they get then the position. So this becomes a big part of the round now. This little battle towards Black Stairs.
Zyber is so low that
even
a drift of a pellet would stop him.
Nah.
Goes down on the outside door 2, and that leaves 50 seconds for a 4 versus 2. Now JV92 and Nate.
What'd you say?
He's not going to expect hurt here.
But he's not going to expect hurt here. Holding on to Terrace, an easy pickup.
I mean, do you want me to play the siren now? Oh, you want me to play the siren when he goes down? Listen, I've been smoking for a minute now. Like 2 people would be too much. 1's probably going to be too much.
They open with their first defense. It is not the most landish place, but as you said at the start of this phase, they only need 2 attacks, and they'll probably be pretty.
I mean, they only need 1 if you want to go off history, but yeah, I mean, honestly, that's.
I mean, it'll pause it when I hit it, but I could probably just play it back really quick. Jeremy wants to know when Vidiking goes down.
From Handy, I don't know if he just went by himself.
I didn't know he went down.
He did lose his life to Nade.
He's gone, Alex. The stream probably has like a 10 to 15 second lag, so when you say now, I'm somewhere else entirely.
Really in the trenches there, over towards Black Stairs, but he had a lot of help as well, and he could trust his teammates. It's a very much a position where you've got to trust your teammates who've got you covered in certain areas, either from the vert hold looking towards bottom Black Stairs, or watching the balcony for you as well. So really good round from Furio. They did nothing wrong. The phase, you could probably question the world in which it's like, why?
Like, I have no fucking clue what's going on now.
And he's solid pushing Black Stairs. Yes, you're playing the blitz, but you probably want to push as a team.
Now listen to Alex. Look at Handy and the. Alright, I'll play the siren when Vida dies, and I'm waiting to see Handy. I keep seeing Nade. I've seen him a bunch. Nade looks like pointy nose Jeremy.
You know it's a juggler utility. You know there needs to be a bit of pressure there, and you know the options that you have in terms of sort of blinding the operators and getting them out of there. Is it just Grimbees you're hoping the push can be backed by? Why didn't you opt for maybe, you know, a Capitao to force the energy if you know that's the take you want? Because that can just get a cut round. But either way,
they ain't showing Handy that much.
The VIP wall, will they be able to stop the breach in time? Yes.
Yeah. And I like the Clash pick as well, because you know they're wanting to play shield, whether it be the Blitz or the Blackbeard. The Clash can help shore up certain positions, especially off us an exhibition. And you can see, of course, the Grimbees already going out early from Cyber with the Kawan Hive launcher. Expecting Furia to be aggressive here on the defense. Even though you've got the Clash, you can still get in the face of phase. Really
I don't know why it won't show Handy.
Them from being able to get into good position. Cyber trying to push them out of certain positions, though, down below. And Souls with the Blackbeard. Shield up, tries to just peek in, get some information. But again, Nade on that Clash. Oh, Hurt's just gone down. Cops a stray bullet. Cops a stray little shot, and he is down on the floor. Could get brought back up. The Clash can certainly help with that.
I mean, I think that's it. Obviously, he was just playing around the terror store. He got caught from the deep shots. He should be able to get him back up, but they're worried about the rush. And also the rotate of Cyber's there around the back of him. The sprays over the top. The Blackbeard preps himself up to be that watcher. That bit of damage as the rotate on the backs of said Handy and Cyber.
Show Handy now.
They're trying to force the players out.
Yeah, they ain't listening to me.
Up, but in the meantime, Cyber's made
Show him or I'll give you the horn.
JV92 is caught out. The Clash is trying to draw attention, and Philippox aggressively retake.
And getting Hertz back up. Yes, they lost JV, but Hertz has a Nitro Cell. So extra utility that is brought back into the round, and they might not even be aware of the fact that he has got back up. KZ, big kill onto Souls. Suddenly, Furia actually is just starting to stabilize a little bit.
Now the Clash going outside, getting the read, slowing them down, making everything hurt, making them know, yeah, we know you're there. There's 2 of your only 3 players, and we're just going to swing on to it. KZ gets one as KDS breaks his way through right into the desk, and he's sort of still angsty because the Clash is just so problematic. There's some support that doesn't last very long.
I think it showed Handy, but I was taking a hit and fucking missed it.
As if he's in a goldfish
Can't do anything.
bowl.
He can't do anything. That's a great shot.
Watched, but
now that's a lovely kill.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, he was never going to be able to do much more than just get a nice little stat pad, and it was a very nice stat pad.
Then it went down, yeah.
The Clash was the biggest difference. You can see the absolute influence there from Nate on the
Then it went down to a Clash.
An exhibition. And also, FaZe just kind of played right into it. It's just that office side main breach kind of hold, not a lot of pressure over towards, say, VIP. There's no map wide clear or anything towards first floor. Besides, I think there was one player for FaZe, but again, really one-dimensional.
That explains why I never saw him. And
credit to Fury, especially Nate. 2 rounds.
Jeremy, I'll try my best to remember, but my brain is not going to function through the rules we set for me.
It's not the most flashy-looking scoreline. Handy at 2 rounds into Clubhouse was like 7-1, but he has been so influential for Furia in the role that he has been playing. So sometimes we get.
I'll try my best to let you know when King dies.
You don't always have to get kills to have a big impact. Nate is having a huge impact in the first 2 rounds.
Do you also want me to let you know when King's alive?
KZ getting himself thrown into all of this as well, but you know, it starts that conversation of expectations of things. But if you look at the sort of bigger picture here, how many rounds in a row is this now for Furia? How many will they be able to thread together? There was sort of questions posed at the end of FaZe's previous map, and find themselves still encircling that area.
Yeah, he shot the bell.
FaZe,
oh.
With this
King is alive.
Chance at a bit more of the control on the back line. You're going towards the tertiary side. We talked about the importance of this side time and time again.
It's the biggest importance, yeah. Barbecue and Kitchen has to be won by FaZe. If you lose this one, it's by no means over, but it's just a little bit more tricky to get back. But the amount of work done from Handy on the shock drone here cannot go unnoticed.
Oh, that was Handy. I wasn't even looking.
That's going to help them a lot. And also somehow.
What the fuck? That was the same guy. They switched from the one guy and they just flipped the camera and it was the same guy.
I mean, the fact you can still see them burning there shows how important it is to get rid of that utility early within the opening minutes. A bit of a frustrating loss here for the side. Furia.
Hey, Gary.
VIP stairs, giving them options.
Hey, Gary.
Sort of prep game, and then angling up of opportunities was always very well put together. The creation of phantom pressure and the possibility of being shot in the face seems to be a happy place for them to be in now. A slow creep towards gold. There is a very close fight that's ready to go. The breach onto the wall itself will start to come out. Will they swing with the shotgun and sprayed bullets over the top as Philippox does find Souls in the meantime. KDS trades them out. And now at this point, how long are you going to stick around? A minute 20. You want to fight the vertical as long as possible. But if you survive, you can peel back, rotate your way back round. Handy gets Philippox. Eyes on karaoke window. The rotate is caught out as well. The aggression of FaZe, pressing and pressing and pressing, has netted results. The spray doesn't get anything, and it leaves just KZ drifting up.
Yeah, I saw Handy. I saw it go from Handy, it switched to Nade, and it literally just looked like they rotated the camera.
Yeah, really well executed from FaZe. They take the tertiary, then got to see the tertiary.
What do you mean lock in? What am I supposed to do?
It was barbecue and kitchen. That was the site, but of course, as is the nature of the particular.
I think I just called a timeout.
Clear above before you can really go down below. 2-1. FaZe get themselves on the board, and we get a tactical timeout by FaZe Clan.
Yeah, I saw the hands sort of go up. I mean, it's par for the course almost in this game. The timeouts.
It's a great timeout. To explain it,
Alex,
right? You've won
are you taking hits when Nade dies or no?
You might be like, well, FaZe just won the round. Why are you taking a timeout? Because there's the emphasis on the importance of winning the primary sites now, and they will be happening in the next 2 rounds. Here in Karaoke, Office, and Exhibition. Forget Barbecue and Kitchen. At least one of the next 2 rounds, which 2 attacking rounds on Skyscraper could very well be enough. So clearly, they're looking at these next 2 rounds.
Which one's Vidaking?
We need to try and win one of these.
I don't even think I've looked at his face.
You went up.
Hold on. Okay, it took me a minute to remember what I asked you, Alex. I looked at Handy.
This point.
Stop telling me to look at Handy.
Sort of win conditions, ever-changing idea of what marks success for each team in each half against each opponent. Now,
Vidaking's going Ash, so there is high potential I'm having a hit this round.
Talked about the approach here.
But
didn't quite net them any results. Went for the shield up the stairs. It's a known play, and they didn't really prepare for the full threat of it. This time, a bit more of the buck underneath potentially. They have doubled down on the hard breach. It feels like they're going to try and get control of the opposite side, push across, get Geisha, and do the traditional longer take.
Yep.
The one thing that I would say is going to be...
Oh, okay. Vidaking went striker.
Have the flank watch the Nomad or the gridlock just to watch off the back of the stairs, but a good team with good communications and good drones should have...
He decided he didn't want to channel his inner Alex.
People round into being
Maybe he's got the same problem as you, Alex, and he's got like a .27 KD with a .18 win percent.
Scoreboard is something that they're going to try and keep the distance on for now. It's never quick on Skyscraper. You never find yourself screaming in for these sort of fights and the moments. And you can see that they have a good idea again, once again, Fury, of how FaZe are trying to approach this, how FaZe are trying to structure this. And this is the important part, right? You get them moving.
Well, the one point of difference that I can see right now is Herd's over towards delivery and pantry, so he's offering at least some kind of value a little bit more down below. Does have a nitro cell, and probably not a position that you will necessarily see all that often from defense when you're defending Tier Room Karaoke. There can be a flank option, he can be a vert option. Often canister gets popped. Minute and a half remaining. This is at the point of the round now for Fury where they can start to pull back a bit on this horizontal hold, try and make sure that they hold drum mezzanine rather than forward positions closer towards Office and Exhibition. You don't need to hold those at this point in the round. It's a very slow approach from FaZe, but it's just kind of the way this round is always going to play out. If you do opt for that sweep,
trying to remember about Vidaking.
Defenders back into sight, force them to be quite congested.
Alex, shut the fuck up.
So Nate has used one of them. Hertz does lose his life to KDS. It was actually on the rappel. Hertz was down below, so he must have made his way back up and just got a little bit careless coming back towards the site. It's an opening kill for FaZe, which is certainly a quite handy thing to have into the final 50 seconds. It's going to make their attack far more likely to be successful. A big effort now on Furia to still maintain Drum's position. KZ takes a bit of damage. Now he's forced to give it up.
Well, the blinds come around the corner, ready to go for the sweep, and there's one right back and forth. JV and Vidaking are able to find kills of their own, and Vidaking and JV then almost suffer both of them, but only one can stand triumph for the 4 versus 3 versus 2, but then it's suddenly just one. Truly traded control, and FaZe,
Vidaking went
they know
down.
exactly where he is, but look at the time. Do they try and go for the push? They're tucked on the plant, the pre-fire, the cover. There it is,
well
Cyber. Beautiful lockdown.
I mean, great bullet control there from Cyber. He's done that really, really nicely. Right at the end, he made it seem like he'd ran out of ammunition and needed to go back for cover to reload. He still had a couple in the chamber. He then is expecting Benade to then push out, and he does do that. fires off, gets the kill.
Listen, y'all are definitely behind on the stream. Like, fast forward the stream.
Has set us up nicely now to find that third map of Bank for these two teams. Long way to go, but it puts FaZe in a very, very commanding position now to get these attacking rounds nice and early. Still, with 2 rounds to go in the half as well, mind you. I mean, FaZe are in a really good spot now, and it pays dividends that they took that tactical time.
All right, if they show Vidaking, I'll wait. Oh no, it's too late.
Over the remainder of the half in a positive light.
I haven't had a
Rather than
chance.
taking a tactical timeout when you're down a couple of rounds and you're trying to bring it back, they go early and it pays off. Really good to see.
I know I have a delay, but you guys were reacting to stuff that happened like 30 and 40 seconds ago.
It's a game of 2 halves. We'll have to obviously see how FaZe.
Absolutely. Long way to go, but it's the building blocks that have now been put in place by FaZe. I know the scoreboard is equal. But they are ahead right now.
Now, obviously, when you sort of cite the history of these two teams, this was one of the maps that was taken on quite, even Bank was one of the maps that was taken on quite early on in the series. Skyscraper was immediately after. FaZe did
Why?
5 Skyscraper. Bank was 5-7. Furia. So although, you know, it's been played since then, we've got to cite the classic scores, and it's probably one where Furia's not at the end of the world. Going to a 3-mapper, how close it was. Let's try and piece things together. We've got to even. Anything less, I think, than a 4 versus 4-2.
I mean, if FaZe get 3 or 4 attacking rounds, you may as well start loading up Bank.
Yep.
I mean, Fury are more than capable of getting attacking rounds, and this ends up being, you know, that kind of 50-50 Skyscraper. That certainly is possible, but if you look at the statistics and even the historical nature of this map,
Alex, I've said something like 6 times.
Really, really good position. So that's kind of what we're basing that off. Nade once again on the clash when it comes to Office and Exhibition. Last time this was a bit of a masterclass from him and from Furia. This was one of their better played sites. FaZe, though, certainly no pressure now. Having found the 2 attacking rounds already, anything else is a bonus in this half. And Hertz playing behind the bomb chassis. Was got caught last time. Running around the site and got downed, eventually picked back up. I like to see FaZe try and really avoid Nade on the clash and play around him rather than through him.
Oh shit.
Kill from Hertz.
I was going to say, Hertz plays
That dude got fucked up.
some of the control and just the watch on the main stand.
Those 2 dudes got fucked up.
Filippo sat.
Oh shit, I gotta get it ready.
Almost gifted that. Obviously, a bit of a lapse in the intel game has cost them massively, and as you said, the round is pretty much over, but you know, there's always still that opportunity. Very hard players to ride off. They've got themselves still tucked onto the main stage position. It's going to be a bit of a rotate here from Vidaking. Cyber probably needs to try and get close enough for the 2 players to operate on a trade system.
Why does he look so much like Gustavo Fring?
They are getting that info of the approaching attackers. There is at least 1, but Cyber almost dies, just trying to get himself back up close towards it. A fight is probably not needed to be peaked by Hertz, but it's buying time and has brought a lot of the blood of Cyber. 2 versus 3 from where we were isn't a million miles away, but the clash in 1 set of charge will probably be able to knock out Vidaking.
Vidaking has died.
In the meantime, guns do the job. They're back up in the lead, 3-2. Get themselves a 4.
Yeah, and if they can get the 4th, it's still not completely awful.
Nah, he's Gus. Like, I wouldn't fuck with that guy.
So a 4-2 half here for Fury is more than fine. They will have plenty of opportunities because the nature of Barbecue and Kitchen should provide you with the opportunity to get 2 attacking rounds. So you'll have those chances. Really clinical round for Furia. Not much really needs to be said. There was no real opportunity for FaZe. Hertz getting that opening kill really just kind of set the tone and well played. 3-2. Good response as well for Furia because getting up 2 attacking rounds in a row on Skyscraper doesn't feel good. And going into
I saw him that round. He saw that cripple coming up at him with a shield going ding, 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 ding. And then he was just gone.
Win it in that fashion? Okay, that's good. Good fight back. Now you've got to win the tertiary. Barbecue and Kitchen to close out the half to get to 4-2. If they do that, FaZe don't have that little buffer anymore. They don't have that little edge that you would have on Skyscraper naturally if you can get to that 3 attack.
How many rounds does this shit go to?
Going into the half. Siege is funny like that.
Because I feel like we're probably fucking 20 minutes into stream and my brain's losing some frame rate here.
Well, it doesn't need to be enough. It wasn't enough last time when I was talking about the SI sort of statistics. W7M, as they were known at the time, obviously now Furia.
They went 5-1 up.
Went 5-1 up, and then from then on got to the other half. And
that was I actually recall that one attacking round, that phase 1. I said at the time that could be enough, and that was at the point when it was a 5-1. And some might have thought I was crazy, but that one attacking round was enough. That was the difference. It was the only one found.
So again, at this point,
15.
They've sort of gone above and beyond their potential wants, but
that's too many fucking rounds.
How quickly this could go, not to write out the second half or Furia, but
is PSN back up yet?
Guidance. And then when they do things cooler or they break it, that's just impressive.
Last time out, the shock drone worked. I think it was Handy who was on it instead of Vidiking this time, but it was absolutely impeccable. The amount of Vulcan canisters that were popped really cleared out a lot of that top floor utility, making it a pretty easy round for FaZe to capitalize upon. This time Vidiking on the Twitch with those shock drones. Handy on the Deimos.
Oh, hold on, if it goes to a max of 15 and it's first to 7 though, the fuck y'all talking about?
Been a bit of a rough one for Hertz in terms of overall kills.
I don't want to check. Alex check. He could just turn on his PlayStation and check.
KZ, honestly quite fortunate to keep his life intact.
Yeah, they're very much enjoying that sort of slower setup game here because it's allowing Furia these moments to like take little bites, little sort of parts out of the approach of FaZe. They're very active right now. Some of the previous rounds, they've sort of toyed with the idea but been a bit more passive. It's a lot of looking outside the map and looking for these fights. And
of course, didn't really touch on it, but the death of Cyber now alleviates any of that vert pressure for the side of Furia. They don't have to worry about, you know, the Buck and the Skeleton Key open up those floorboards, so, you know, less pressure on the site. So you could go back first floor if you want, but they will look to try and defend that second floor as much as possible. KT up close with the shotgun, and then I thought he got the kill, but he only got the down. Good enough, you'll take it. And honestly, at this point now, Furia should be able to get themselves that 4th round here on the tertiary. Soul's not winning this battle.
Did he just try to snappy peek that guy?
But answered only by the pistol of Philippox as Vidiking finds himself in a 1 versus 4.
Vidiking needs to pull an Alex right now.
Yes.
Vidiking has died.
He got one. JV allows no more. No entry through delivery and pantry. It's a 4-2 half in favor of Furia. Job largely done on defense, but now they're going to go find attacking rounds in the second half against FaZe on Skyscraper, and that's not going to be an easy feat.
That's it. This is the test.
Alex,
right?
what the fuck is that stuff you just sent?
And obviously, you know, in the previous map, Furia got into the second half. They found some success on their map. It's a different half.
I'm only at 17. I should be good. Am I good?
Position, and it's so much stress.
He was indeed not good.
Now, some of the sort of fluidity, the combination that they built into after what was a bit of a scrappy start towards the end of it was very well played on Clubhouse.
All right, guys, I'm gonna hype them up. I'm gonna hype them up. They need this.
As of yet, as I say, somebody might drift close. KDS suffers. I don't know if they truly knew KDS was there.
No,
but
I think it's just softball.
Just softball. Did a lot of damage.
If it wasn't for that wall, he'd be dead probably.
Yep. Bit of a blow. Now the wall is open if electric. It'll give a bit of an audio cue if they try and move through it at least on the zap damage, but otherwise he's still under a lot of pressure here. Again, remember where the site is. They're trying to clear them across and catch them. Shrine window, Terrace window. There's nothing that's directly driving them away other than just steady catch of drone here. So who is going to try and hunt down Cyber and Souls?
I feel like I got static in my headset now. 90 seconds. Furia, when are they going to make that move? Aisha looking to get opened up, makeup wall. I put some pressure on to Handy. Does have a mute jammer right at his feet. Hello, Casey slipped in through the back door, got the kill onto the Warden of KDS, but remember, he was low. So honestly, this is not completely awful for FaZe. They lose their low health Warden, but do get the kill onto KZ.
Souls is in a position to trade it out.
Still no map control for Furia though.
No, that's the sort of worry, right? Sure, Philippox is about to hop and maybe try and take a fight with Cyber. He's not too far away.
I think those people with that, like, Panther or whatever that is on their name.
Philippox is dead.
Like, these guys right here, I think they got it.
He just doesn't check this. Oh, he does! Oh, he does! I'll take it all back! Philippox has the right game sense. Checks the half left corner for a roaming Cyber. Gets the kill, and with 30 seconds left, they have the numbers advantage, pushing towards the primary site on this map as Philippox finds another.
King has died.
It's all down to Handy. In a 1 versus 3, spots one at the doorway. Full white can't make a move, and in the end, it's Herds who comes around the corner. Philippox has a big say in this round, and indeed, an attacking round has been found to kickstart the
King needs to stop dying.
Furia. They go
Like,
5-2 up here on Skyscraper.
he's fucking me up right now.
When were we last 5-2 up?
Clubhouse.
Yeah.
What happened? I can't recall.
Oh, that was a big comeback. Round after round after round, the defending team just locked it back in.
King indeed needs to lock in.
Excited people at home. I still feel like we're far from over yet. It was good motion that sort of opened things up. The knowledge of Cyber underneath, being able to get that kill, it gives you a body. Because remember, there's only about 30 seconds left, right? If you don't have that kill on Cyber, if Cyber activates 10 seconds later, maybe, then suddenly you've got this flank. Suddenly you've maybe got a different face at the end of the round. Doesn't happen, obviously, but now look, the change here. I think they realized that they'd been red, so they say, well, we need to play against that intel game. The Mute, the Mozzie, the Vigil. Let's make sure that that 30 seconds of their confidence becomes 15 seconds of that confidence, that we can sort of push and stress that game around the space offered to us. You have the air jab to try and keep some control behind you, and the Blackbeards try and open the face in front. We'll be filling in the middle bit. Still, for a team like Furia that is playing this drone in this intel game, FaZe are really ready to take that to its limits.
And it's also where FaZe might get desperate now. 3 rounds down, go for a couple spawn peaks, try and get that early advantage. So far, the last 5 rounds that have been played, 4 have been opening kills the way of Furia, so they're dominating in that respect, and they do so again. Make that 5 from 6. With Handy's death on the Vigil, shuts down some of that roam potential, of which is still there with the likes of Cyber. Pressure on now for FaZe. That pick for Furia here gives them the advantage now to begin this 8th round on Office and Exhibition. Certainly, again, a very solid primary site on Skyscraper.
Sprays over the Samurai windows, some pressure coming either side. And they're being a lot more direct this time round. It's putting all of that in towards Souls right now, who just has to slip his way back out of there. There's the chance at the breach and all of this happening, again, much quicker. Tried to, as I said, stress that time, stress that pressure, but it's nothing that Fury want to sit around on.
Nitro, 1 of 3, and that one is not going to land. 2 more remaining in the hands of King and KDS.
It's all just sort of baiting, right, onto the Blackbeard. It's making a lot of sound, and it's almost showing how angsty FaZe are. As you said,
they got a drone watching the VIP wall. How does he not get that kill?
I don't know, but now anything could get the end of Cyber. About 20 seconds have passed. All we've really had is that one engagement. There is a take onto Cyber, the finish. Quick.
I mean, at this point, probably Vidiking has to make the move. The timing could flick back. The reflexes are insane as he gets the kill on the JV. Does still keep hope alive for FaZe. Has to make his way back to the site eventually. And look how low he is.
Now, KDS, what do you want to do? You pointed out before, you can take risks against the Blackbeard. It's not easy. Well, he's not going to be able to. Nade has the cover, 40 seconds, and now you are in the site alone. The long watch.
Vidiking has died.
It's very short. 6-2. And they are just in cruise control, Furia.
Well, they're dominating the early rounds, right? So, I mean, I always put a big emphasis on opening kills, even though statistically it's not the be-end-all, right?
Yeah.
You can win a lot of rounds in Siege where you're not getting that first pick. But if you do it enough over a large course of rounds, over the course of the entire tournament, it is going to be obviously statistically better for you to be getting those picks because you're playing with an advantage more often than, say, a disadvantage. And that's what's happening in this game right now. In this map right now, there's only been 2 rounds that FaZe have actually got that first pick and they couldn't convert in one of them anyway. So it's been total domination from Furia in the early portions. And on a map like Skyscraper, if you've got those extra numbers, it's so much more difficult to either attack or to defend. And so that's what's happening right now for Furia. 6-2 up. They're constantly getting these early picks. FaZe then doubt themselves. They have to adapt and change the way they're defending. Players can't say extra roam. You've got to bring bodies back to site, yada, yada, yada. So it's been a masterclass, and I said it before, but this Furia roster, to me, feels like they're peaking at the right time. And I think that's going to be a lot of the discussion that you're going to see on Reddit, anywhere. On the analyst desk to begin phase 2, for example, I'm sure they'll touch on it and they'll look at, they'll make some fancy graphs as they do. They'll show Furia last year and missing majors and yada, yada, yada. And now they'll show how they're playing here. Because if they win this, they've got 4 match points, they will finish atop their group. And they will be in a very good position for the rest of this SI. Looking for their 2nd hammer in a row.
Imagine if they're able to just peel themselves back in and just from the year that they've had to where they go. I talked about the potential chance of demons, of coming against people that you'll play against, and so
this GasMask is pretty good.
It's FaZe on that flip of the coin that just starts shutting down. That was a good lean back in. JV92 takes a bit of damage on the swing and probably not going to take a risk that quick again. They're trying to keep the pace of the game hot. They know FaZe are trying to push right back out against it. Herds in the meantime sneaking their way along, removing the bulletproof that's tucked to the green window. Now the eyes on drum are clear, and again, it's a pretty standard setup. You talk about clearing your way across the top floor. You talk about isolating that vertical space. Again, remember where the site is, what they've opted to sort of hold on to here, FaZe, and the fact that they're keeping moving and rotating. Well, is it the right decision to come to a tertiary site? It's down for
This probably will be the last round. I'm eating yogurt-covered raisins.
You're going to get back. You have to win the tertiary at some point anyway. So you may as well just get it over and done with. And I think that's always a really good mindset to have. You're not going to be able to bring this back without eventually winning on the tertiary side. In at 20 left, and so far FaZe have been able to keep Furia at bay. Logic Bomb called out by Philippe Pox. Moving forward, Nade. Through Terrace with the kit on the Blackbeard. He is a little bit mindful of course, down below. It screams to me that Furia don't have a lot of information, and a double kill in quick succession for FaZe opens up the round beautifully for them. Towards bottom of Black Stairs now, Furia want to make their way towards the site, but they haven't got enough numbers to clear above. This is going to be a very difficult round for them to now bring back, and it seems as if the call to go to the tertiary site of Barbecue and Kitchen is going to pay dividends for FaZe. Yes, Hertz does get one, but so much work to do with the kit in a bad spot as well. So many numbers still for FaZe. Hertz will find himself a 2nd. Great for the numbers, but not going to help them win the round. FaZe extend their life here on Skyscraper.
Vidiking has not died.
6-3. 3 more opportunities, though, for Furia to close this series out and finish first in the group.
Here, will you give him one of these?
Now, as you said, they still have options. They still have Karaoke Tea Room. They still have Exhibition Trophy. If they're feeling really wild, they also have Bedroom. But I think that probably adds into the whole statistic of not picked sites at this point, so...
I think it was a site picked at SI. Pretty certain I recall bathroom, bedroom. 1 point.
I've seen it, but I don't think I've seen it this tournament.
No, not this tournament. Well, we've done all this.
I don't think I was paying attention to whoever was on
That's
Ash.
very true. 6-3. We're back in towards karaoke, and well, this one, I'm not going to say it was easily won, but
I wrote down actually easily won.
Oh, then you're going to say it's easily won.
Yeah.
And I'm going to say that it came down to a lot of sort of reacting on the pressure. There was a trade out on the immediate kill, but remember how it started was KZ charged their way across the top of sort of Shrine. The trade came out, but it drew focus away from the rest of the Furia players who were then able to sort of shape themselves up around
The dude that just picked Sins?
pressure they could apply there. You know, it was an important first move, but if that first kill from KZ doesn't happen this time and it's just a straight out kill, then it's just a 5 versus 4 and the door doesn't get opened in a similar sort of fashion. There's also the take on towards Cyber as well, who I said before was like rotating around underneath, caught out by a bit of intel. Now, well, they've still got some of that denial, but chance for the Deimos to hunt up through the verticality. Are they going direct? I thought for a second KDS was just going to walk their way up the stairs, but instead, round onto kitchen underneath the hatch potentially, so they can try and offer some support towards getting Geisha Wall open. Maybe he's hoping somebody would drop or they're watching it. He has eyes just on that rotate, and he's in a great spot to punish it. But I think the mirror had an idea somebody was down the stairs. That's why they were so sort of attentive in watching it. Nade. They are not too far away. Claymore underneath the drop. They would have definitely heard that. In the meantime, the Deimos drifting themselves closer to offer some support. It's a big fight on the top of Black Stairs currently, as the Blackbeard is juggling attention. You've got Vidiking concerned about those extra players coming around behind him. They are watching for it. They're also with the concerns of themselves above at this point. There hasn't been a straight route through. The fight is scrappy with a lot of damage done to Nade. Deimos gets the track. They knew the position. The light wall covers some of the motion. They're baiting C4, trying to bait utility to be thrown at them in this position before they charge in. But there is the charge, the motion, the catch on the first player, and we might be on the precipice now.
Vidiking has died.
Of 8-0 Furia. They're knocking on the wall, but there's only one body in it. Nade's taking a lot of damage as well. The man with the kit at this point is there. Keenly aware. Some of this focus and growth. 50 seconds. Are they just going to go for it? The smoke covers. KZ's in. The shield on the back, and he might go for the plant. There's a throw and the catch. It doesn't quite hit them with the utility, but the crossfire's there. Now they need to push inside, but no. A confirmed plant, and Souls goes down. But there's JV92, a 3 versus 2 versus 1 Cyber. The only one stood, gets the Blackbeard. Might be able to get himself a teammate up here and will, because the only other nearby person is JV92, who's also down. But it is just Souls and Cyber versus Herds and Philippox. A long watch. A big gap they've got across. They slip by the first bit, but it's a very loud defuse and an open soft wall for them to fight on. They rotate round so they can't be swung. The cover is there. There it is! 2-0 for Furia. And what could have been a series that went on and on and on as it did before. Furia wanted to bury this one fast.
What a way to finish off the 6 Invitational Group Stage. 7-3 on Skyscraper from Furia, and they take the series 2-0 against FaZe. Certainly not a result that
Is Vidiking just going to leave from under his desk? Where did he go?
Furia,
Ah, there he is.
at the right time, at the right tournament.
Oh.
First place in their...
Well, you know what that means, right? But I hate free-for-alls. How do you even get to free-for-all? Is it arcade? Wait, what am I playing? Oh, okay. Why is PSN still down? That's how you... Yeah, I know this is how you do a free-for-all. I found it. I don't know who to go. Who do I go? This is not going good for me. Oh, did it just start? Yeah, this is terrible. I don't want to go anyone. This is terrible. This is a fucking nightmare, Alex. Why you do me like this? I didn't even think about someone being over there. Oh my god, why do you want me to go Sins? I don't know what just happened. Yeah, this is like 10 times worse than it ever fucking was on a console. Yeah, thanks for this suggestion. This is fucking stupid. They're just better than me. Fuck both of you for suggesting that. Alex said free for all, not you. Jeremy, you gonna watch this new game mode?
Phobos here. Carrie's Legion. You know your objectives.
Back, Alex. You said not, you free for all.
Take over and defend the area around the data compound. No surrender, only victory.
It's stupid. Like, you start in and first it's like a secure area, and then it turns into just regular bomb, and then it's a hostage at the end. And for the attacking side, so like actual rainbow, where you can pick real ops, it works like the attrition. They can't.
This my first one last week. I don't even know how it works.
Alright, ain't listening to this shit. Oh my
I
god.
saw that trailer. Let's see. Lulu. Somebody's breaking me.
Let me mute these people.
Seize the highlighted area and stop their breaching attempt. Shut them down. Wrong way, soldier. Get back to the battlefield. They're securing an entry point.
Dave, why the fuck are you sitting up top on Montang? Fucking secure.
Oh damn. That dude fucked Monty up. I'm not giving him 31-30.
Looks like you're going to put up a fight after all. They got in, but remember the battle isn't over yet.
Yes. Just give it a check.
Rainbow is in defensive position around our target.
See, now we go
Break
to
through the
plant the
defensive
diffuser.
position and get us our data.
Now we're in. You just gotta play the objectives.
Oh my god. It actually won't let me mute this guy.
Plant our hacking device near the data servers and protect it while it completes the transfer. Kill any Rainbow specialist who tries to stop you.
But if you see up there in the top left, it says like Rainbow operatives left. If they lose that many lives, they just lose.
Hacking the server.
The device has been retrieved.
that was my own teammate.
Hacking device secured. Regained control of the hacking device. Successfully started the hack.
Don't die. It is like a 15-second defuse time on that though. That's also the fucked up part about this game.
They don't have many operators left. Good work, team. Data has been obtained.
And that's it. It's over. We don't even get to do the hot shit part.
Mission complete, Carries Legion. With Rainbow down, we move to the next phase of our plan.
Yeah. LukaHuka with all them assists.
Let me speak to the people, Piccolo! Let me speak! No one's stopping you. They need to hear this! Third.
Yeah, that game mode's incredibly retarded. But the pack, it's a green. Alright, well, good night, I love you.